Rev up your engines!
Silver Grizzly says, Scotty, what do you think of the new Honda CRV? My girlfriend bought a 2017 back in November and has nothing but problems with AC in the dealership. Can't figure it out. Geez. Yeah, that's what I tell people about Hondas. If you go back in the 1980s, Toyota and Honda, they were neck and neck for making the best vehicles in the world. But Honda, they just started going down, down, down. Now, they're nothing like the junk Chrysler puts out, but they're not as well made as they used to be. I mean, that's just the way of the world these days. And I mean, it's under warranty. If they can't figure out what's wrong, it's BS. They just don't want to put any time and energy into it. The computer systems control that AC system. It could easily be a computer control problem. And since it's under warranty, they don't spend any time working on it because they're not making any money. If she keeps it, it still doesn't work right. And when it's out of warranty, then they'll tell her they can figure out what's wrong for, $3,500. I see that all the time. But have her just moan at those people and have them fix it. Don't let them get away with not fixing it right. They built the car. They got to take care of it. If not, let them buy it back under the lemon law. Marisa Sola says, is a Jeep better than a Nissan? That's a good toss-up there. Now, if you're talking about the cheapest Nissans, like the Sentras and stuff, the higher-end Jeeps are. Now, I would not buy one of those Jeep Renegade, my rear end. Those are just fancy four-wheel drive Fiats. They have nothing to do with Jeep. So if you're talking about a regular Jeep with a 6-cylinder engine, I say the Jeep is better than a Nissan in general. Now, there are specific Nissans that are better than others, and there are specific Jeeps like the Renegade that are total garbage. So, you can't just compare one entire range of cars to another range. You'd have to have specific examples. But what I said pretty much stands true. The better Jeeps are better than the cheaper Nissans these days. Malik Haywood says, Scotty, I just purchased a 2004 Pontiac GTO with 75,000 miles for $9,000. What do you think about the purchase, and what's your thoughts on the LS1 motor? Okay, I'm not a Pontiac fan, but you bought the one that has the LS1 Corvette engine. That is a very good engine. The Pontiacs were like, they weren't so hot, but you got the fancy one with the Corvette engine. Take care of it. You paid $7,500. With that mileage, that's a decent price if the car's in excellent shape. Because with the LS1 engine, it's a completely different beast than the guys that bought those V6 Pontiacs with the front wheel drive that were just garbage. They fall apart when they got that old. You might have a really good one, and if it runs great, take care of it. Because those are good engines. The other ones, no, but that LS1 engine is a good engine. Mark Melton said, Scotty, old oil field trash here. Well, you must be in Texas. My 02 Dodge Cummins is 230,000 miles, runs great, but truck's falling apart around the engine. Do I keep painting it? Your oil field trash? I wouldn't even paint it. What would you care? But, yeah, that's the problem. And I tell people that all the time. I see those Cummins engines, but unfortunately Chrysler built the rest of the truck and they fall apart as they age. But if you don't mind to continually fix it and drive it around, yeah. And if you don't want to paint it, heck, go to those places like Maaco that paint a car for $200 and get the cheap paint jobs, because then if something major goes wrong, you haven't invested too much money. If you paint a truck with a true professional painter and you want a factory sheen, you're going to spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. It's not worth doing that. Cat Victory says, is there any preventive maintenance that should be done on an old AC system in a 1994 Toyota truck? Thanks. Change the fan belt. And have a pro like me just hook his gauges up to see if it needs a little refrigerant, because all air conditioning systems leak a little refrigerant over time, even Toyotas, because the compressor runs off the fan belt. And so the shaft that goes into the compressor has a seal on it. When it's spinning, if that seal was perfect and didn't leak, it would dry up and all the refrigerant would leak out. So they're made so they leak a tiny amount of refrigerant oil to lubricate that seal. Now, it might be a long time, like my wife's Lexus is 17-year-old, and it wasn't until it was 17 years old that it ever had to have any refrigerant put in it, so it leaks so slow it lasts for 17 years. So you might want to have that checked. But other than that, there's really nothing you do other than look at your condenser in front of the radiator, make sure it doesn't have bugs, to clean it out, and keep leaves out of your drain under your windshield, because the leaves can get in and they clog up evaporator inside the dash. That's basically all you really have to do.
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.